So today I continue with my introduction to digital marketing, but specifically focusing on the right mindset to participate in digital marketing. And in my previous video, I did mention that um, to be successful in digital marketing, you need 80% mindset and actually about 20% tools. In other words, you have the right attitude to be able to participate in digital marketing. And when we talk about that, sometimes we may ask ourselves, but I'm a complete beginner. No, start with what you know. There's so much content out there that you can use to be able to learn what digital marketing is all about. And quite a number of things that I may want you to focus on. Number one is a growth mindset and not a fixed mindset. No, like for a fixed mindset, you'd be looking at your shortcomings. Maybe I'm not tech savvy. I do not have a good camera. I do not have this. You're basically focusing on your limitations. Let me tell you, some of the leading accounts that you see on the social media today, go and look at the early posts. Go and look at how they began. Perhaps much far worse off than what you know, than what you have. And therefore, there isn't such a thing such as I cannot start, it's too late to start, I should have done this the other time, or I don't have this or that. No, 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 no. It is very important. Just get started. Now, still within the space of a growth mindset, you need to be relatable. I did mention last time that provide a solution to somebody's problem. And for you to be able to provide that so-called solution, there has to be a problem and you are able to identify with somebody's pain point. Yes, so what is it that I'm seeking to achieve? What is it that I actually want to do? Like, for example, um, there are people out there who are seeking for extra income. There are people out there who are on the verge of retiring. We have stay-home parents, 9 to 5 workers who perhaps may want an alternative source of income. They may want to retire. They may just be looking for a change. You are that person to stand into that gap. So provide value. And one of such ways is to create relatable stories. Yes, something that somebody can relate to. Something that, or some content that speaks to someone's pain point. That is very, very critical. So that over time you get to build trust. You get to also build confidence in the eyes of your would-be customer, and by so doing you get to grow. Now, don't ever think of digital marketing as a get rich quick. I mean, as a get rich quick scheme. It is not. Much like any other business, it requires patience. It requires skills. It requires techniques to grow. So these are things that you must be able to comprehend way before you jump into the digital marketing space. It is very, very important that this has to be gotten right. So, and of course, take time to build followers, for example. In other words, to be able to build your audience. And depending on how you may want to sell, there are all those tools like the funnels, the capture pages, all that, a website, the platform that you need. It is important that you get to have this figured out as you proceed. Now, you have to be ready for continuous learning. The market keeps evolving. New tools keep coming up. The business environment keeps changing. The platform keeps changing its algorithm. You need to be very, very adaptive. You need to be ready for continuous learning. Yes, and this is without a doubt. You need to be ready to continuously keep learning. And of course, you must have an entrepreneurial mind. Yes, think like an entrepreneur. Think like a business owner. Remember, you are your own boss. You are not boss. You are not an employee. You are your own boss. So, as a boss, behave like one. Choose when to work, but of course, be in front of the customer when the customer requires you to be there. And I normally say, think of creating a system. You see, the beauty of systems, the beauty of businesses is that at some point they outgrow their owners. Why can't you have a business that is going to run? Whether you are available or not, that business actually continues to run. So that is very critical, very, very critical. I felt I needed to bridge that gap. Think digital marketing. Let's do it. Let's make it happen.